Podcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, welcome. This is Todd Walters, and I want you to make some time to watch this and listen to this along with a notepad and a pen because I believe it'll have a big impact on you. Okay, so what I want to share with you is a unique benefit that we offer at our real estate company, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Okay, now we do have several benefits that this business is built on for real estate agents that are very, very exclusive. I call them uniques. Okay. Obviously, the brand, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, just having that in a business name right beside your name as a real estate agent, that's a massive benefit to have a unique selling proposition built into the name. How much easier does it make it for you to get organic business, right? Well, let's don't stop there. Let's take a look at one of the other uniques that we have to offer here at our great real estate company. So I'm going to flip a slide over here and show that to you. And to better help me detail this, I've invited a special guest on, Mr. Dave Harms. Dave, are you there?
Sure am. Thanks for having us.
Hey, man, my pleasure. Thanks for jumping in. So now, Dave, tell us a little bit about you, your background, and what your specialty is.
So, Todd, we've been a financial coach, a financial advisor now for over 21 years. We've opened up 20 branch locations. We have over 10,000 clients, and we specialize in teaching people, kind of what the banks and insurance companies know about money, but they don't teach people. And so we love helping people get on track financially and seeing their success.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are very successful with it. So we'll touch base on that in a minute. As a matter of fact, when we were setting up this real estate company here to be a massive benefit for real estate agents, we decided to incorporate that component into the very fabric of the business. So not only are we committed to real estate agents growing their real estate jobs into real estate businesses, I call them super profitable sales teams using our very exclusive business plan, system, coaching, and training. We're going to help them on a personal level as well. So we're committed to their financial success. We call it the financial freedom system. So there is a common problem that I've noticed since I've been in this business since 1990, which is real estate agents are just not very good when it comes to their own personal finances. Very, 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 very few of them leverage their money well. People get into the business, Dave, thinking that, that things are going to be really good. I'm going to, sell multiples of houses here, have lots of extra money that I can invest, into whatever that investment vehicle might be. It might be real estate, it might be something else that we're going to talk about today. But you know what they really never do, because most real estate agents, the statistics are 98.5% of all real estate agents out there in real estate land, they earn under $250,000 a year selling real estate. And this is after they've been in the business for more than a couple years. So let's think about that for a minute. Over 98.5% of real estate agents and brokers been in a business for a couple years or more. They don't make $250,000 a year or more. Now, that the numbers at our real estate company are the complete opposite. So we've got something going on very special here. Well, I did pretty well when I was young. I got connected up with Craig Proctor early and interjected that system into my business, Dave. And oh my gosh, I was making over $1 million in commissions, before I was 30 years old. And so years went by before I really, took a step back and said, wait a second, I need to be a better steward here of the money that I'm earning. So I don't want real estate agents, I really don't want real estate agents to make the mistakes that I did and not be a better steward of the income. So that's why we put this together in this real estate company based on my own personal experiences dealing with the real estate agents all these years, my own personal experiences, and being able to combat that. So, Dave, you've done some research here, and you've you can back me up on this, right? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna hide this slide. I'm gonna show something here that I want everybody to know about. So tell us a little bit about your experience, just in terms of the general population failing to do a really good job with really the money that they do earn.
It really is amazing. In 21 years, you would think people's finances have gotten better. We've seen historic stock market returns. We've seen, obviously good and bad real estate markets, but it's really good right now. And still, the statistics state the average American now has at least one credit card, and the average balance per house is $15,706 on a credit card. That's from Fortune, Fortune magazine. Half of workers now have less than $25,000 saved for retirement. And these are baby boomers. These are people that, have worked probably for 15 or 20 years already and still don't have $25,000 saved. So when you talk about, real estate agents, I know a lot of people that make a lot of money, but it doesn't really matter if you don't be a good steward of that money. And we've seen good times and bad times. We've been, self-employed now for 21 years also. So thank goodness we learned these concepts and saved a good bit. So when those downturns hit, we actually grew our business. Some people unfortunately got out of the business. You're able to grow your business. If you handle your money well, you're going to be able to really do well in the bad markets when everybody else is struggling. And, 55% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So, why is that in in this country that people work for 40 years and still over 90% of them fail when it comes to their finances? And what we've researched and what we found out is there's 3 reasons. They don't have a financial education. I mean, we take math, science, social studies, but we don't take money 101. We don't take business 101. We kind of start our businesses and just hope it all works out. And there's a strategy that will help you out so much. And having a financial game plan, kind of knowing where you want to be 12 months from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now, helps you make better decisions on a day-to-day basis. And to have a financial coach to kind of navigate. Most people are great at their careers, but they don't know, how money works. And so having a coach to bounce ideas off, to talk with, to kind of get a long-term perspective on, it's just so beneficial for families.
Okay, so we made a good case here, and you're right. Most people fail when it comes to their own personal finances, and we know that. So we decided we wanted to do something about that. So we specialize in coaching and training real estate agents in growing super profitable real estate businesses using our very exclusive system. Okay, so in addition to all of that, since we're good at it, hey, why don't we set this up so that every agent gets a financial success coach and just build it right into the fabric of our business. So tell us a little bit about, the coaching and the guidance when it comes to helping real estate agents put together a plan. Dave, we follow a plan for a business. I'm real big on that. There really is only plan, system, and coaching. There's really nothing else. So when I ask real estate agents, hey, what's your plan to double your real estate business this year? And they don't really have a plan written down or anything. All of our people do, because we follow the Millionaire Agent Business Plan, Craig Proctor's system, Millionaire Agent Business Plan. Every agent gets that. They follow it, check it off as they go. And Dave, if they were to implement 100% of the plan, and might take 36 to 48 months to implement the whole plan, but that's a $4 million plus gross commission income business if they were to implement the whole thing. And I like to joke around and say, hey man, if you fail 75% in implementing the plan, that means you're 25% effective. Well, heck, that's $1 million plus commission income real estate business. So that sounds really good to everyone. But tell us a little bit about how the things that you bring to the table, how this looks, how this works in terms of coaching the real estate agents at our company on, the various things that can really help them in their personal finances.
It's really good that you have that coach and that planning, because the strategy can't just be I'm going to work harder. You need, of course, we all need to work hard, but in addition to working hard, following a system, just like following the system to be successful in your coaching program, they also have to follow a system with their finances to eliminate all the debt outside of mortgage debt. Ideally, obviously everything, but if they had no credit card debt, no car payments, it would change their life tremendously. So we give strategies and put a plan together that people can get out of debt faster than they ever thought possible. And for retirement planning, the leverage of having 10, 20 years and a plan is just incredible with the incomes that your people are making. Because of the system you've provided, there's no reason every one of your representatives are totally debt-free and retire financially secure. And tax saving strategies, I mean, they can save thousands and thousands a year by following some of these planning concepts, and that would allow them to save for college education. We also teach people how to lower insurance costs. So just putting that overall perspective together, in addition to the system you've provided, it's going to be powerful for your people.
Yeah, a lot of folks think that they can just cash flow their way out of whatever issue there may be. So that's basically a plan of hope. Hope's not a great plan. Like it's a great attribute, but it sure as heck is not a good business plan by any means. And so let's take a look at something else that we've done in addition to the success coach in the financial area. Every real estate agent that joins our company is set up with a self-employed pension, a SEP. So tell us, Dave, what a SEP is and why that's a big deal for an independent contractor, real estate agent who wants to grow a super profitable sales team business.
Well, it's a huge benefit because when people have jobs, sometimes they have 401ks and they can put, $20,000 plus into a 401k. If you just have an individual retirement account, you can only put in $5,500. But when you're self-employed, when you're an independent contractor like real estate agents are, the SEP, you can actually put 25% of your income up to $55,000 a year, and it has a direct dollar for dollar reduction in your taxes. So, let's say for easy math, if you put in $10,000 into a SEP, or $20,000 as this example shows, that we'll tell you about, is it would save you about $5,600 a year just in taxes alone. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like, giving yourself a $5,600 raise and not just by doing it.
Mm-hmm. I like the fact people do get excited and they get motivated when they hear, us talk about this or see what it is that, we're doing, because they see themselves being empowered, being less of a slave, or basically escaping it to debt and all of the, in other words, if you have to get up and go to work every day because you have a mortgage to pay, for example, you have a car payment to make, you have to pay for college, all these things that you, quote, have to do. Boy, it's quite freeing when you don't have to do those things, and the income that you're making can be used for bigger and better things, for enriching your life and the lives of others. And I think this is where people get a bit frustrated in my 3 decades of experience with working with real estate agents, is they want to do more for others. They want to do more in their business. They want to invest more money into marketing. They want to hire people to help them be able to help more people. They want to give more money away to those who need it, but they feel like they can't. They're stuck. So we've decided, like I said, to turn the tables on that. So success coach in the financial area, as well as your own self-employed pension, your own SEP as a real estate agent here. And obviously you will commit, or can commit, to putting some money in, from your closings. That's great. But we're going to put money that we earn in it. So what we decided to do, Dave, was cap the amount of money that we make as a brokerage per transaction. We're just going to cap it. Okay. And then every dollar over that, man, we're just going to split it up. We're going to split it. We're going to put half of it into the agent's account. We're going to put the other half into the employees and the staff's account, all those assistants that help the agents, get business and make more money. And so everybody's lives are enriching. So it's not difficult to put money into a SEP. It just has to be set up, and everybody goes about doing it. So we've taken the burden of all of those things off of the real estate agent, and basically it's all done for them. So let's talk about some examples, Dave. Like I think if someone, from what I learned from you, if I invested $20,000 a year into an account like this, number one, there's a tax savings that you talked about, right? So
Yeah.
why is there a tax savings? What does that mean?
I mean, basically, the government is incenting you to save for retirement because they know Social Security it was never designed to be the retirement plan. So they're giving you an incentive to save for retirement, and it's a dollar for dollar tax savings right off the bat.
Gotcha. Okay. So $20,000 a year into a retirement account, that's almost $6,000 in taxes I don't have to pay. Okay. And based on just average rates of return for the last several decades of what's been going on with these funds and these accounts, you're looking at almost $400,000 just over the course of 10 years. 20 years, that's well in excess of $1 million if someone just committed to that. Now, it's not hard to get to that amount. If you're selling 3 homes or 4 homes a month, which is below the average of the real estate agents at our company, Dave, but let's say they're functioning below average. Well, we already know that it's not difficult to, we're talking, $7,000 commission checks, $10,000 commission checks, $6,000 to $10,000, I think is the range commission checks. So I tell agents, hey man, 5%, you do 5%. We're going to put in, a lot of money over $1,000 that we make into these accounts. It ain't hard. It is not hard at all for an average real estate agent. Forget the super successful ones, the average ones, to end up with over $20,000 a year being direct deposited right into these SEPs. So this gets me pretty excited because I know what financial freedom does to people in their lives and what allows them to do in the lives of others. And you've experienced the same thing.
And that really is the key, is just automatically coming out. There's actually a book called The Automatic Millionaire. And when it just comes out before you have a chance to touch it, these numbers happen. And we have been financially independent now for at least almost a decade now because of these concepts.
Okay, so this is how it works. When you become an agent associated with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, in addition to all the uniques, the plan, the system, the coaching, the training, the brand, the unique selling propositions, all these things are designed to get business and then leverage the business you get to get more. In addition to that, we're committed to your financial success. So success coach in those areas that you get to work with. A self-employed pension SEP set up automatically. We're going to put money in it. You can, elect to put money in there as well. And, of course, most of the agents do that because we know that the future is coming and we just don't want it to come. And then we look back with extreme regret that we failed to be a really good steward of what we had been given as a result of the business systems and leverage and associations and people we were around that allowed us to grow it, but yet, man, we just kind of missed a big opportunity. So never too late to get going, but now is the time to do this. So Dave, I want to thank you for jumping on today and having a conversation about this and being committed to this with all of the agents at our company. Thank you, man.
Thanks so much for having us. So we're very excited about working with your company.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions or issues or whatsoever. And so with that, let's go serve big. Thank you.